This is our first impressions of Antigua. Today we're doing something we've never done before.
Are you scared?
We're going only where the locals tell us to go. We don't have any plans or contacts for exploring this island, so today is certainly going to be interesting. I have so many questions right now. Why are there goats running down the side of the road? One of the things we've realized during our last year full-time travel is that we love having authentic experiences with the locals as we sail the world. These experiences are what make the journey so special for us. I cannot wait to show you what we are seeing right now. So today's goal is simple: meet the locals and do as the locals do. Although we don't have any plans today, we do have a little bit of a side mission. Today we have to visit a local spot, visit a tourist destination, go on an adventure, and visit a place of historical significance. I'm super excited for whatever the locals have in store for us today.
I don't know what it is about us and clown cars lately, but if you watched our last video in St. Kitts, you'll know that we also got a rental car very similar to this one here, and it was a straight up clown car. Hopefully this one's a little bit better. Now that we have all of our luggage in the car ready to go for the day, we're gonna start with some breakfast right here in the marina. This cute little breakfast spot. I'm excited to try it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Simone?
Yes.
I'm Emily.
Okay.
Great to meet you. This is Simone. This morning, she's going to make us an authentic Antiguan breakfast. Once our bellies are full, Simone will send us to our next destination, a local spot in town.
So I'm going to make a breakfast roti. We cook from scratch. We get everything prepared from fresh to order. Our main ingredients here is love. If you don't have love, don't be in the kitchen. From the heart to the plate.
So if I'm a local in Antigua, where would I go today?
The vegetable market. From 4 o'clock, people in there shopping. You go to different stalls. You have all the different fruits, local, vegetables, everything is right there. This is a roti skin. Freshly made this morning.
Breakfast roti is a popular dish in Antigua and makes for a hearty breakfast.
I'm going to warm it and then I'm going to rest the mixture in the center and I'm going to add cheese to that.
The roti is filled with a savory mixture of meat and vegetables.
This is our breakfast. This is the breakfast roti. Enjoy.
That looks amazing.
From the heart to the plate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
I'm so excited about this.
The best thing about this is that as soon as we walked in, it's an open kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, you're filming today?" And I said, "Yeah, we're doing a YouTube video." And she goes, "Well, you can film me making the breakfast."
Yes, she was all about it. I just love places where you can go and you can see the food being made. I just feel like it's the connection from the kitchen to the plate to actually see it happen, and this has been such a cool experience to
Well, you're missing something.
literally watch it.
It was the connection from the heart to the plate. First bite of the roti.
Let's see.
Wow.
I want to try it.
You have to try this. That is so good.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing.
This is delicious. Since we didn't know what all today's activities would entail, we have packed a bag, beach hat, swimsuit, an outfit for dinner tonight, which is gonna be super special. Stick around to the end of the video and we'll tell you what's happening for that. Also have some hiking boots. We basically packed everything to prepare for today because we know there's a lot of beaches here, but we don't know what the locals or where the locals are gonna tell us to go. So we came prepared.
Head east on Valley Road.
We are now on our way to the market in downtown St. John because apparently that's where you go on Saturday.
Antigua is part of the twin island nation of Antigua and Barbuda in the eastern Caribbean Sea. It's famous for many beaches, and we will soon learn why. We're on the way to the bustling capital city of St. John's, which also happens to be the largest city on the island.
As we are coming in, obviously traffic has gotten a lot worse, and we're starting to see all these little vendors along the street here selling all kinds of clothes and fruit and food. And yes, this is the cruise port. This is where all of the ships come in and allow people to walk around. I'm excited to see what we got going on here. This bus is going to go in front of us. There's someone preaching I can hear in the background.
You know the famous one, the LGBTQABCXYZ. So they have an agenda.
Look at the fruits and veggies.
There's so much. It is early and it is already so hot. So I was told by Simone that this market gets going at 5 a.m. and that it is a mad rush first thing in the morning for a lot of people. One, because they want to get the best of the best as far as fruits and vegetables and everything else, but the other is because it gets so hot. It's already so hot, I gotta get a snow cone.
Tamarind, passion fruit, blueberry, strawberry, fruit punch, coconut, carrot.
Which one is this?
Fruit punch.
That's fruit punch?
Yeah.
You want
He struck a nerve with passion fruit.
passion fruit? Yeah, we're gonna do a $5 passion fruit. Thank you, sir. There's your $5. I appreciate you.
Bless up.
Thank you. Bless up. Ooh, that's good and sweet. And I love passion fruit.
So behind me is the local market. This is where the locals go to get their fresh fruits and vegetables. It's open every day, but we're told Saturday is the biggest day. So I'm excited to go inside, see what all there is to see. I love seeing this fresh fruits and produce. This is something that got me so excited when we were in the DR to see how sustainable of a country they are, growing their own fruits and vegetables. So I'm excited to check it out here in Antigua too.
Hi, ladies. Good. How are you? What are you bagging up here?
We're bagging some peanut sugar cakes.
Peanut sugar cake.
Made with sugar, peanut, a little tip of essence.
Yeah, what was your name?
Andrea.
Andrea? Okay. And where are you from?
Antigua.
You're from here, but what part of the island?
That's in St. John's.
You're from St. John's here? Okay. What do you call it?
Tamarind stew.
Tamarind stew.
Ooh, I like that.
That is good. So this is peanut sugar cake.
Bite it up, chew it up. You gotta chew it up to get that nice aroma, the crunch of the peanut, the taste of the sugar.
That's good.
Yep.
This reminds me of like a peanut brittle.
I'm buying this from you, and I'm gonna pay for this little piece here.
$5.
Five?
I will
Perfect.
charge you for that little.
Oh, thank you. So today's video of what we're doing, we've never been to Antigua before, so we're just going by where the locals tell us to go, all right? So we've now come, we had breakfast this morning.
So someone send you by me?
And the locals sent us here,
What?
all right, from Pedals Cafe in Jolly Harbor.
Wow.
All right, so they sent us here. Now I need you to send me to the next location, but what I'm looking for is I need to visit one tourist location.
The craft market. Welcome to the craft market.
All right,
Yes.
perfect. We're going to the craft market
Yes.
next. As we come out of the market, we're actually heading to the craft market, which is literally right next door. Hello.
Hi there.
So Andrea told us to come into the craft market, and quite frankly, there's not that much going on here. So I'm gonna step into this little sewing shop and talk to the gentleman here that's making some alterations and find out if there's another tourist destination that we should go to now.
We have Devil's Bridge, which is a heritage site.
Okay,
It's to the east of the island.
thank you, sir.
to meet you, man.
Hey, you have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. God bless you.
Thank you.
I am now routing us to Devil's Bridge. Let's see, 37 minutes. All right, let's do it. Well, While we are on the way to the Devil's Bridge, let's talk first impressions of Antigua. What do you think so far?
So the people have been absolutely amazing. Whenever we walked into the breakfast location this morning, they right off the bat were just so welcoming. When we were going through downtown, saying good morning to people out the car window, everyone was just smiley and saying, responding back.
Everybody's just been so nice. The island's beautiful. Driving kind of gives me a mix of like DR vibes when you see the little shops and roadside stands, but then also like vibes of the Bahamas, like maybe Cat Island or some of these islands where we've gotten off the boat and have gone driving before.
I will say the roads are so much better than that of the Bahamas.
That is true.
The mountains in Antigua seem to be on the southern end of the island, closer to where we're anchored. And this area here just reminds me, like you said, of the Bahamas because it's very flat. So that is got to be like
the cricket stadium.
Yeah, cricket stadium. That looks big.
Tomorrow, Oman plays. Who is
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, I definitely want to go.
I think we're gonna try to go. I'm really excited.
That's a really nice stadium. Look at this. So, as we travel these islands, one of the things that I can't help but notice, and this was the case for the Bahamas, especially the Dominican Republic, and now as we get all these Caribbean islands, anyone with a little tent and a product is an entrepreneur. Like, it is so easy for these people to set up shop on the side of the road and make money. And guys, I'm telling you, like, we've seen people with food trucks or food stands, to people literally selling bleach on the side of the road, to selling toilet paper, fruit and vegetables, like you name it. It reminds me as a kid when I was like selling literally watermelons on the side of the road. I would go and buy a whole trailer load of watermelons and set up shop on the side of the road and sell them. I've always felt like I've had the entrepreneurial bug all my life. I like seeing that in the people here as well.
Because of Antigua's location in the Caribbean, it served as a gateway for trade during the early days of European expansion. I can only imagine what kind of historical sites are here, and I'm super excited to see where the locals tell us to go. Wow, this is beautiful.
So with all these islands of the Caribbean, we either have volcanic islands or we have limestone islands. And as you can see here, this is all limestone. And the Devil's Bridge, which is literally a bridge with water coming underneath it, slapping up against the rocks, is suspended. And the reason for that is because the limestone beneath has been eroded away over many years. A lot of times you can find a lot of like old like fossilized mollusks or oysters or whatever the case may be inside here, because at some point in time, this was all just a coral reef of some sort. But why this bridge is so popular, not only is it just a really cool rock formation, but there's the old legends that say that the slaves back in the 1700s would escape and come here and jump off, essentially committing suicide because they would know that that was west and back to their motherland of Africa was straight across the ocean here. Of course, that's just legend. Who knows if it actually happened? I certainly hope it didn't, just for the sake of human life. But nevertheless, what a cool rock formation this is, and certainly a good place to come and visit while you're in town.
It's just so crazy to me to think that one day, like, this as we know it won't be here. Eventually the crack is gonna get bigger, the rock is gonna fall into the water, and the Devil's Bridge as we know it will be gone. And it reminds me as we go to these places and see historic sites and landmarks that a lot of these places in a long time from now will be gone. Other people who were there when these things happened, if all those people are not gone already, it'll all be just a distant memory, and that's crazy to think about, and something I think about a lot as we travel to all these countries. What's your name?
Vanetta.
Vanetta, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you. That's my husband, Cole. We're touring the island today.
Yes, nice having you on the island.
Thank you. So can you make like bowls to cook
We
with?
make bowls, make maracas, we make different stuff.
So maracas are actually from calabash trees.
Yes,
I didn't
right.
know that. All right. Are you gonna sing for me too?
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright.
Okay, there we go. the video we're doing today is the locals tell us where to go. So this was our tourist spot, so now we're looking for an adventure.
There's 365 beaches on this island, right? A beach for every day of the year.
Exactly.
If we're gonna go on an adventure to a beach, what is the best beach for us to go to?
Long Bay.
All right, Long Bay.
Bay,
We're
yeah.
going to Long Bay.
It's very nice. Trust me. It's very, very nice.
We haven't been to the beach in quite some time, so I'm pretty excited for Vanetta's recommendation of going to the beach, especially since she says it's a really nice one. But we're getting pretty hungry, so we're gonna stop for lunch before we go to the beach.
All right.
Look at this, how
This
beautiful.
is nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get some Mama's homemade pasta, pizza, and sandwiches.
This looks amazing.
Ah.
Oh my goodness, homemade pasta and your gnocchi. That gnocchi looks amazing. Mmm. Wow. And the best part, I'm gonna have leftovers.
All right, so we just finished an amazing lunch here at Mama's Fresh Homemade Pasta. And I got Cecil here. And Cecil, we've been going around the island asking people where we go next, right? So we were originally sent here because of the beach. We're gonna go to the beach now and enjoy the beautiful beach for a little while. But our next location has to be a location of historical significance. Okay. So where should we go? We've never been here before.
Never, okay.
So where should we go that's a historical place next?
You can go to Shirley's Heights. That's historical.
Shirley's Heights, okay.
Yeah, you will find that on the south side, like English Harbor.
English Harbor, okay. Now I've heard a little bit about English Harbor. That's also
a historical
place too, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We are now headed to our place of historical significance that was recommended to us by Cecil. We're getting there a little later than we expected because we just had a great time at the beach. I don't know why we don't go to the beach more. That's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
It is ridiculous. So I'm not a huge fan of sand. So we do go to the beach, but we typically are just going to the beach to take Dixie or like go for a run or something like that. We don't ever just sit down in sand because we don't have chairs and umbrellas like that. So like
it was so nice.
I think that's kind of the reason why. Maybe it's not a good reason, but it was really nice.
So nice. This is so beautiful, guys. This may be the best part of the entire day. I cannot wait to show you what we are seeing right now. Oh my goodness. Shirley Heights is a restored military lookout and gun battery and was first used in the late 18th century as a military complex by the British Navy. It was designed to protect English Harbor, a strategic naval base for the British fleet. These fortifications played a crucial role in the defense of Antigua, offering a vantage point for monitoring the surrounding waters and guarding against potential French attacks. Absolutely loved Shirley Heights. It was so cool to see. Absolutely stunning views. I can't imagine what it must have been like to live up there on top of the world, basically, is what it feels like. But we are now hustling down the mountain for two reasons. One, because we have one more place to go, Cecil's recommendation, and it's about to get dark here soon. And secondly, because we are like below E on the car. So if we don't find a gas station, we might be walking home. What's your name?
O'Neill.
O'Neill. Thanks for pumping our gas for us. We almost ran out of gas.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to be a lifesaver today.
I know. You were a lifesaver. Thank you.
So we have now made it down the hill into Nelson's Dockyard, and this place is really freaking cool. This is actually the little community that was built in the 1700s for the British naval and merchant ships. And what they would do is they would come in from making their crossing across the Atlantic Ocean, bringing their soldiers or supplies, and they would come into a safe harbor and dockyard in which they could have all of their issues fixed. And as boaters ourselves, let me tell you, after a big crossing, there's always something to be fixed. So this building behind me, actually, with the ramp going up, is actually where all the woodworking was done. So they would bring large timbers in here and roll it up or pull it up this steep ramp here, and then all of those timbers were cut to shape or size for whatever was broken in the ships, and then it was pulled back down to where the ships were docked and everything was fixed. It's just really cool.
So we've just walked around to the side of the Dockyard Bakery, and I need some help. Can you people on YouTube tell me what kind of tree this is? We have no idea, and it looks really cool, and we bet some of you at home know. This place is just so cute. There's so much charm. It gives me all the St. Augustine vibes. I just love old things. Also, I really love flowers, and I have no idea what that is. So, if you guys could leave a comment below. I'm really out of breath. There's like...
I'm holding my breath while holding the camera right now so that the microphone doesn't catch up on me.
We just climbed these steps that are on the backside of the property going out toward like the Bay Area.
Okay,
and it's really steep.
To be fair, I ran up them. I ran up the hill and up the stairs.
Well, I didn't, and I'm still breathing hard. It's almost dark. We have dinner here soon that we've got to get ready for.
So as we are walking to this, what used to be a fort or fort ruins here in English Harbor, I can't help but to think, like, all of the redcoats, right? Like, can you imagine them holding like their big rifles like up against their shoulder and just kind of marching down this way, like la-da-da-da-da, singing like what's put his feather in his cap? Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town. Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle. How's it go? I don't know the rest of it.
I have no idea. Oh wow. If it wasn't really dark, I would go all the way in there, but...
Are you scared?
I'm not
scared. Boom! I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but we're getting a little tired. It's the end of the day. I'm feeling a little silly, so... just go with it, all right? Let's go to the end of here and see what we got. Yeah. You're gonna need a little WD-40 on those hinges there. Can you imagine a bunch of redcoats just sitting in here? You just sit in here all day long, just looking out across the horizon, like all the people in England, like how miserable they are, probably with like gray cloud cover and rain all the time, and you're sitting here in Antigua, like in paradise. The only thing you're complaining about is your red coat because it's so freaking hot. But other than that, like, gosh, sign me up.
What are you doing?
I was just checking to see if there's any French coming across the way here. This place is pretty freaking cool. Got a big old cannon right here. That one would only shoot a 20-pound cannonball about half a mile, but the one I would have here would shoot a mile and a half at least. I think it's time to go. I'm getting pretty hungry.
We were back in the car and just did a quick change, which I'll explain in just a second. We've had an awesome day meeting the locals. So many kind people here in Antigua. I can't wait to do a video like this again because it was just awesome getting to meet so many great, kind people who live here.
Now that the sun has set, we've made it to the final destination of the day, and that is Pilar's Restaurant and Bar.
And that is thanks to our patrons, Bob and Marsha. They knew we were coming to Antigua. They actually just hauled their sailboat out here in Antigua, and they said, guys, we're gonna provide a date night for you all on us. And we just appreciate that so much because we honestly don't get to do a lot of date nights.
Not as much as we'd like, but we've had such an amazing day here, and this is certainly one heck of a way to wrap it up. So thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you specifically to Bob and Marcia for supporting us tonight to have a great dinner, and for all of you who watch every week. We're gonna turn the camera off because these things are rare, so we're just gonna enjoy each other's company, and yeah. But first, I think we should do a fit check. This is my fit check.
All right.
Your fit check? Looking handsome.